What's going on, guilty guys and gals? Welcome back to Dra. Last time, well, this happened. And now we're going to investigate. I don't know if I'm going to start the trial today. It depends how long this investigation segment is. Because, whoo-wee, having to play through the trial again would be kind of annoying. Anyway. Okay, this is different.
Yuki, is Ayame okay? What do I do? What can I do?
Take it easy, Akane. I know you're worried, but the class trial is going to start soon. We have to focus on the investigation first.
A friend was hurt and you want to investigate? Is it really that easy for you to work like that? I'm sorry, Yuki. To be mad at you, it's not the right way to do this.
It's okay, I understand. Once you start to calm down, I have something I need to ask you, Akane.
Something to ask?
Yes, not only to you, but also the other people who weren't in their dorms. Tsurugi, Uzatano, I know it.
Ayame. I always forget her for some reason.
Tsurugi, Ayame, and Mikako weren't there. At that time, even though nighttime was starting, you didn't return to your dorm rooms.
That's right. Well, I tried to go back, but I couldn't because of this. Just past 9 o'clock, I was doing some cooking research in the kitchen.
Cooking research?
Cooking? So the reason why the food was already done every day is because of you?
Yeah. By the way, it seems to me that there's sort of a lack of ingredients today. I wanted to make different recipes, but alas, I couldn't. I made a mistake while
wearing tempura?
While making tempura, so I got a bunch of oil splashed all over my clothes. I tried to go to the bed, but I had to wash my outfit in the bathroom because, well, the washing machine wasn't working.
Oh, I see. And you were alone during all that time?
Yeah. Ayame-chan, it looked like she was training, because she was going that direction before bed.
So that's the case. I see.
Yeah. Kizuna, I'm so sorry.
Thanks for telling me this. We have to find the culprit together.
Yeah, let's push on, Yuki.
Okay. Interesting.
Yuki, do you think Ayame will be alright?
I'm not sure. I'm worried. But since she's just cut on the leg, it shouldn't be a problem, I think.
Ayame, she got injured while trying to investigate, right? I can't forgive a killer who does even this. Let's investigate more for Ayame's sake.
Yeah, there's not much time left, so let's hurry.
I'm quite sorry about Tomori.
Yeah, right? I hope you become able to open your heart to us.
Open your heart? Come to think of it, I've heard that before.
Kinji, you weren't with us at that time. After our reunion, when we were able to move Kizuna's heart.
I don't mean to blaspheme the dead, but honestly can't believe that point.
You too? Ray said that as well. You're a good person down to the root, though. You still seem stiff and partial.
No, I can feel that to be the case because... And you've been missionary to the others these days. What does that mean? It was only a week since we've met her, but the nature of Tomori was always a little guy. What does that mean? Was always blank. When I left Tsurugi's group, I was hesitant, but it was a bit unbelievable that I didn't care about my pride enough to return to you all again. Of course, it's just my opinion. If I actually have thought like that, for you guys, I might have. Forget I said anything.
Kinji, I know that's not the case right now, but could you reconsider to join up with us again?
Don't talk about it. I've already changed my mind once, and I don't plan on changing it again. Don't worry. Rest assured I'm not trying to blame or ignore you like Mekaru. I intend to exchange as much as possible, so don't be too disappointed. Now, let us overcome this crisis that is right in front of us.
Alright, Kinji. Ugh. Ray, is your investigation going well?
No, I have something I need to think about. That's the problem. What? You want to sit down and just talk about it?
Do you mind?
Shut up! Don't speak, idiot. I don't cooperate with you. Do I have to say it 100 times?
That's Ray's usual reaction.
Sorry, I'm just gonna switch the sides. The music's gonna cut out. So I'm not craning my neck. There we go.
But do you think that Ray has something she needs to think about? Is there something amiss in this case?
Teruya.
It's the end, Yuki! The end of me!
Why, Teruya?
I'm sorry! It might be my fault that Kizuna Tomori died!
Wait, what does that mean exactly? Please calm down and tell me.
Well, that is... Now that I think about it, something suddenly came to my mind. The second day, was it? It must have been the first night after breakfast together. These days, well, my routine was to check the items at the antique shop before nighttime. As soon as I went to wake up the next day, I went there and checked the number of items.
Are antique shops so interesting? I guess it's because you're a merchant, that's why?
Also, because when Maki died, there was a lot of stuff used in the crime from there. I was worried it would happen again, so I looked through everything every day perfectly. I memorized the type and location of each object. Anyway, so I looked at the items on the second evening and went back to the antique store as soon as I got up the next day. I found out some things were missing.
What? What things?
That's the problem. At the time, all the good are still properly in order.
All the goods. Okay.
All the goods are still properly in order before I went to check. I can't think of what's missing at all, but I know something was definitely there.
Teruya, there's no doubt that things must have disappeared.
Yeah, there were things that were inside the control room.
Apparently, is what it's supposed to be.
The fuse, the lighter, and the flashlights. They all disappeared back then.
So, that would mean the killer prepared the tools very, very early into this case.
Well, I'm not so sure about that, but I'm certain that the time the tools were missing was at late night.
The time the tools went missing was at late night.
Late night? But at that point, only Rei, Kizuna, and Kinji weren't with us. Who else was wandering around late at night, right?
Huh? Then the culprit's among those three?
Oh, but it can't be Kizuna. She's already dead.
Right. That only leaves Rei and Kinji as them. No doubt. My memory of things is crystal clear.
It's still too early to conclude, but it seems to have been a good clue. Thanks, Teruya. By the way, can I just ask one question? Is the wire that hurt Ayame from the antique shop too?
Huh? Ayame got hurt? What do you mean?
You didn't know? Just before the control room turned off, the killer installed a wire trap. Ayame got caught there and injured her leg.
Huh? Wire trap? Why is that? Oh, was that the reason why Kanata, Kanata and Ayame just went out together?
Yeah, I think the killer is more cunning than we thought.
I've never seen it, but maybe the wire didn't come from the antique shop. What disappeared then was the fuse, the lighter, and the flashlights. There were wires, but those aren't gone, so it wasn't from there.
Is that true? Okay, thanks for the clue anyway.
Did I help? You're welcome. Let's do our best to catch this guy, Yuki.
That's right. Otherwise, we'll die.
I was finally starting to feel confident, man. Why'd you have to say that? Yuki, what happened earlier? I saw Kanata with Ayame leaving the power room.
Well, that is...
I explained to Tsurugi what just happened.
What? Wire trap?
I still don't know why the killer installed such a thing. Were they not only targeting Kizuna? If you're still aiming at someone like Ayame afterwards, wouldn't that just leave more evidence to the crime?
No, probably not.
Huh? What do you mean?
Looking at the case, the wire trap feels a little out of place.
Out of place?
I'll tell you more about it in the class trial. I have to do some more research now.
Having said that, Tsurugi looked ahead again. What was he investigating? Is this pieces of the broken glass from the control room window?
Yeah. It's also strange.
Strange?
Shape of the broken glass, temperature, the direction the fragments flew off in.
I see. Can I take a look too?
You can, but be careful not to damage the scene.
Oh, I thought he stepped on them.
The fragments were broken into pieces and spattered on the floor.
Something. I don't know.
Inside, I felt the darkness of that room creep in little by little. Also, the shards. They were still quite hot because of the fire. How did this even happen while we were resting? In the first place, I don't even know what the time the situation could have even happened. Come to think of it, Tsurugi, why weren't you at the dormitories at that time? You were the one who made the rule to stay there, didn't you?
Huh? Come to think of it, Yuki, you weren't here back then. There were only 6 of us. It was Akane, Ayame, Mikako, Kinji, Rei, and myself.
What happened here exactly? With this fire? Why did the power room become like this?
Yeah, I better tell you. At the class trial, I have to explain the situation to everyone once again anyway. First of all, the reason I wasn't at my dorm at the time, in case the others ask, is because I discovered something.
What?
It was around 9 p.m. As I was about to go back to the dormitories after completing my investigation, I heard Ayame scream. Hearing that there was a fire in the power room, I hurriedly headed to the second floor of the school. There I met Rei, Kinji, and Ayame. The situation at the time was there was smoke from the switch room leaking out into the hallway. And we hurriedly went in to extinguish the fire with the fire extinguishers in there. At the control room entrance, in other words, I went to the corner of the power room and turned off the lights. Suddenly, I heard an explosion from the other side.
That was these broken glass? When you heard that sound, were all of you together?
Yeah. Me, Ayame, Rei, and Kinji. We were all at the control room entrance. We had a lot of smoke in our eyes, but we were close enough to confirm each other's positions.
I see then. The only thing I can think of is the killer was inside the control room, broke the window, and ran away. Did you see any other person besides those 3?
As I mentioned earlier, it was smoky, but I didn't see anyone else.
Wait, but at that point, Akane and Mikako weren't together.
I don't like cutting it here like this, but I'll tell you later. Anyway, I turned the switch to extinguish the fire at the entrance, and then Ayame, Rei, and myself went inside.
Kizuna was dead.
At that point, the body discovery announcement played, and after listening to the broadcast, Akane and Mikako came to the control room first. I don't know if you came then after, right?
That's right. Then what about Kinji? You all went in together, but Kinji didn't check the body?
Kinji heard me when I told him to check the back broken window. He went to the other side. But there were no clues other than what we've already seen.
After listening to the broadcast, Akane and Mikako came over. After that, the rest, including me, from the dormitories came, correct?
Yeah, seems the overall development of this case is roughly like that. But, something's questionable. To be honest, it's suspicious there's 2 people left out when the situation happened. Yuki, now that there's not much time left, instead of talking with me, can you check on Akane and Mikako? I want to confirm if they stayed together before the body discovery. Can you find out about it?
Are you suspicious of them? It's true they don't have an alibi, but...
Then please do this.
I need to investigate the window more. Oh, Tsurugi, 1 second. Can I ask one more thing? I just heard the whole situation from you, but I still don't get what's weird about the glass shards from the window. Simply put it, it's neatly broken. Huh? Besides, the structure of the window is strange. Look, even though the glass is broken and a body could pass through, the lights of the power room hardly reach inside the control room, right? No matter what principle the room was made of, if it was marked and sealed at this level when the fire broke out, the outside of the power room would not have spread the flames more than what we expected.
And this was the sense of incongruity you mentioned?
Yuki, there's no time. I'll explain it. I can't explain in detail here. I'll tell you at the class trial. First of all, check out those alibis of those two I mentioned earlier.
Okay. I heard Tsurugi's explanation, but I didn't see anything strange that stood out. Is there something that can only be seen as by him as the ultimate police officer? Anyways, I'll know when it comes to the trial, I guess. The investigation comes first.
Cool. Uh-oh. Is that it? Wow, we didn't even leave this room.
The headmaster of the school, Monokuma, wants to inform you that the fun is pouring out at this hour. It's already close to midnight, so let's hurry up and finish this. All of you, please gather at the door with the red carpet on the first floor of the school building. The class trial will begin. I hope this gets really fun. Maybe I'll enjoy it.
So it's time. Damn it, I haven't even investigated properly yet. I've only checked the power room and the control room. There's also the situation with Ayame. The timing is just too late. Well, if I hang out here, Monokuma will kill me. This isn't a joke. Let's go. Somehow, even with the little information we've collected so far, we have to find the culprit. And not just me. If we put everyone's head together, we can definitely get through this like last time, right?
That's crazy. I can't believe you only get those 2 rooms.
Oh, Yuki! Ayame, are you okay?
I applied first aid. As a substitute for a bandage. It stopped all the bleeding, but...
Ayame, time is already running out. We have to go to the trial. It's all we can do. Yes, I heard it too. When I received first aid from Kanata and was returning to help with more of the investigation, it just showed up. Seems we can't help anymore now. No, don't overdo it. Rather, is your leg okay? Ayame.
Yuki, Ayame's leg, well...
What is it?
The truth is, my left thigh tendon has been cut. I can't even walk, and the damage might be permanent. Only time will tell.
What?
It was unfortunate the tendon got cut so much. I didn't know that would happen. If I had surgery equipment right now. Also, if there was a room in a school to do it, but I can't risk it.
Wait a minute. What does that... You can't walk? Let alone run?
Actually, the lower part of my thigh, I can't feel it. Without Kanato's support, I couldn't have even made it here.
That's so outrageous. It's nonsense. Ayame, you're a track and field athlete. Is it okay to lose one's talent all in vain?
I'm sorry. If only I were a doctor who could fix it right now.
Stop. It wasn't Kanato's fault. However, Yuki, we shouldn't be arguing here right now. The class trial is about to start.
But, Ayame, your future...
Even if my legs were intact, if we fail the class trial, we'll all be killed. It's fine. I can worry about my legs later. So, let's go now. It's enough for Kanato to support me. I can do this.
Ayame... I tried to be calm, but Ayame's body gradually was trembling. You would be the... Anybody would be desperate in that situation, even if it was just an ordinary person who couldn't walk anymore. It's a shock. Nevertheless, I have to try to overcome the class trial for everyone. with only my strong mentality. I got it. You're right. When you die, it's really all over. Let's go to the trial. Everyone's already there.
Yeah. I just realized either they got really lucky or their plan with setting up that tripwire was to make sure Kanata couldn't properly check the body, which is interesting.
Coming back here.
I remember when Kyoka died.
Oh, I was kind of hoping this would never happen again.
Ayame, is your leg okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, no problem at all. Kanata gave me first aid. I'll get better soon. For the time being, Kanata will support my footing. That's all.
Ayame?
Is that so? I'm really glad. We can go to the trial with confidence. The trial. I'm gonna stand in this trial with confidence.
Wow, I was wondering when that guy was gonna come out.
I see. By the way, Mikako is... Where is she?
Huh? I can't see Mikako anywhere. Mikako? I haven't seen her since the investigation. Where did she go?
Wait a minute. If they disappeared at this point, could that mean it's... Mikako's the culprit?
What did you say? Mikako is a killer? No, that's pretty hasty judgment, shouldn't we? Hiya, you're all here. This time I'm kind to you. I came out to the entrance. Face to face. You don't really see your bowels, right? I'm so nice, aren't I?
Then, are we going down underground like last time?
I'm sad no one pays attention and responds to me.
What are you saying? We're still missing one. Where did Mikako Kurikawa go?
Weren't you all together? Oh, it's true. That girl's nowhere to be found. Unbelievable. Did she want to dip on the class trial? Wait up. I'll bring her now.
But what's she being late for? She could die if she's late. Damn it.
Adona was injured but also came here. She may lack legs, but she doesn't lack guts.
Yikes.
I'll have to give that woman a training regiment.
Well, I mean, Mikako's not really the culprit, right?
What do you mean, Haru? Mikako isn't that kind of person.
Ray's just like, hi, bye. Not that kind of person. Did you guys not see Mitsuhiro Higa as the guy who started this?
That was...
Or are you going to claim he's an innocent person?
I mean...
Something's odd. Didn't you guys used to tackle my words all the time? Kizuna Tomori did that often, but I guess she died. Hey maid, for some reason, you're being awfully quiet. I thought you'd be the first to put on a rebel attitude.
Me? Sorry, I didn't hear... Akane, are you okay? Come to think of it, you seem less energetic than usual. Can you tell? Oh, I just have something on my mind.
You idiot. The class trial's gonna start soon. Of course nobody has a bunch of energy.
Idiot? Of course I'm an idiot.
It's still weird. As a suggestion that Mikako disappeared, she could be considered the main suspect. It's worth putting into our topics for later.
Even Tsurugi thinks that, huh?
I can't confirm it yet, but some of my suspicious figures were selected during the investigation. Mikako is one of them.
Why Mikako?
Let's talk about that in the class trial. Discussing it here will only make things agitated.
Well, yeah, but Mikako still needs to be here for the class trial.
Everyone waited long enough. I brought the latecomer. Mikako. Hurry in. It's the first time, so I'll be flexible in this particular case. But next time is... I'll punish you without any questions asked. Well now, all 12 of you are finally together. Just like last time, I'll be going down first, so take the elevator to proceed.
Mikako, what happened? I haven't seen you since the investigation.
What have you been up to? I don't think you came from investigating, did you?
Hey, I don't think she plans on opening her mouth anytime soon. Why don't we leave the bitch alone and go down already? It doesn't matter if you want to hear her speak here.
Mikako!
Trial. After it's over, I'll tell you.
Huh. Oh, that's super suspicious, right? Like, very suspicious?
Headaches.
Alright then. If you are the culprit, you won't be able to survive after the class trial's done.
It can't be. It's not her. Mikako, is there a reason you were late?
Now, everyone, I know you don't like doing a class trial, and I wanted to stop the situation from ever happening again. But it happened. It's really futile at this point. What happens next? Well, first let's pass the trial and talk it out. Now we can only think about surviving this trial, so clear your minds and your eyes from any misconceptions.
Tsurugi's right. I couldn't afford to think differently right now. All we have to do is survive. We're again at the crossroads of life and death.
Yes, let's clear our minds and face this.
Surely we can make it, and we'll figure out the culprit.
Yes, I'm not alone. Everyone is here.
Everyone is here. Da-na-na-na.
I hate to doubt someone again and turn them into a killer, but I have to.
Well, you didn't turn them into a killer. They kind of did that on their own, you know.
Again, I have no choice but to do this class trial.
Alright, let's get to everybody's dialogue. Is this translated? It is.
Calling her twice. I feel like I'm gonna be sick to my stomach. Ugh.
Again, another hellish trial begins. All of us are the accused, and there's no backing out.
Who would have thought? How long are you going to stay put here? Hurry up.
I'm worried. Something doesn't look right with everyone.
I just need to tell everyone my leg is fine for now. It would increase confusion if we told them the truth. I don't think it's the right time.
Something very bustling about this.
I don't think bustling is the right word.
Something very interesting about this case.
Hey, sorry. I keep getting lost. I can't do this.
Is there really a culprit in us? The culprit who killed Kizuna?
Satsuki investigated very seriously. Honestly, I found nothing, sorry.
Thanks.
If you do what you think is correct for everyone, you'll be able to find the killer.
Cool.
Well, let's go.
Let's reveal the corrupted seed that committed murder once again. It's really painful, but I have to do it. Cheer up, everyone.
Elevator door, open!
It's like,
Open sesame! The elevator went down underground with a rattling sound.
ooh, bars.
It was the second time I'd felt it, but my heart didn't calm down again. There's no guarantee that the culprit will be revealed safely this time. I have to do my best, but I'm a little nervous now. I could only investigate the power room and the control room. I don't even know who the culprit is. Can we properly guess in this state? Yuki. Mikako? What?
Mikako talked in a very small voice in the elevator to me. Her voice was a whisper, so without realizing, I answered in whispers too. It seems the others didn't hear because of the elevator's noise, even though Tsurugi's right there.
Kitchen. I've been to. Knife 1 was missing.
Knife. One was missing, that's probably what it's supposed to be.
Really? It seems Mikako went to investigate after all. The fact that one kitchen knife disappeared means the murder weapon in Kazuna's neck was brought from the kitchen. And... yeah? Never mind.
We all know who was at the kitchen.
Makako seemed to have something she wanted to say. She's such a weird girl. Even though the number of words seems to be few, when I really need it, she talks more than I could imagine. But thanks to the information she just gave me, the source, it's becoming more clear. It'll be helpful for the trial, even if just a little, so I'll take note of it.
Oh god, the elevator exploded.
It was a long time for the elevator to carry us down to the basement. With a huge shake, it arrived to the class trial grounds. All right, let's go.
Do.
You're all here. Great. Let's start the late night class trial. The room looks different from last time. Of course. If it's always the same thing and the same interior, all the tension dies out, right? Change is a law that we all need to follow.
It is a repulsive green.
It's a noisy color, so if you're starting to fall asleep, why don't you go to your own seat?
It's a noisy color to stop you from falling asleep, something like that. Ooh boy.
Everyone seems to be prepared. I feel a little different atmosphere from the last time. Is this because you went through a trial once already? Or is it because your trust is falling apart?
Shut up and start, you damn stuffed toy.
Hey, I'm not a stuffed toy. I'm Monokuma. I'm not absurd. Whatever. Even if you always rush me in, I was gonna start anyways. We should finish quickly so everyone can get back to sleepy time, yeah? That is, if not in eternal sleep for the majority. Okay, let's start.
Again, the tension started flowing as soon as we each stood on our bench. It was like making a wall in front of each other that makes others look suspicious. When I stood there, I realized once more that it was beginning again. Kizuna, a girl who was a classmate and looking for affection recklessly. At the end, she opened her real self to us, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at the very beginning, no matter what anyone thought in the process. The killer who murdered her so brutally. And not content with killing Kizuna, the culprit who committed an unforgivable crime that made Ayame lose her leg with a trap aimed at random. The trial to uncover that killer begins now. The trial that risked her life, and a lie that took her life. A betrayal at the risk of everyone's lives. Giving an excuse to survive.
Woo! Pump it up.
An excuse to kill. A fake trust in our classmates. A life-threatening debate. A life-threatening excuse. A life-threatening trust. A life-threatening class trial.
Roll credits. I'm probably going to end there because I don't want to start the trial because I'm going to have to replay part of it. And then hopefully we can make it all the way through one side of the trial and get to the midway point. So I'm going to save. I guess I don't have any skills, so... Well, thank you all for watching this episode. It was mostly just talking, but now we know who's sus. Who's sus? If I didn't know the truth, here's what I'd say, right? The people who are the most suspicious are Akane, and it's Akane and it's Ayame. Because while I want to believe that this game would be so nice as to give us character development where a character loses part of her who loses her talent in a way, you know what I mean? Or has some sort of injury that they have to sustain for the rest of the game that, like, you know, wears on their mental state and stuff. That'd be cool, but it is a pretty big status quo change. So that usually means a murder is about to happen to them. Like, you know, Kyondo. And then Akane she was in the place, but she's too obvious right now, right? There has to be a twist somewhere. And if it can only be Kinji, Akane, Ayame, and Tsurugi, I think that's who was all, and Rei, then it's probably not Tsurugi or Rei. It could be Kinji, but they haven't really done anything with him yet, so it's probably either Akane or Ayame, which is fine because they have basically the same name, so it's really hard for me to remember Ayame's. But we'll see. We'll see if I'm right or not. Honestly, I don't really remember how this goes down, so that's good. We'll find out next time. So yeah, like and subscribe, comment, status quo if you made it this far in the video, and I'll check you later.